Hey guys, so now it's time to learn about combining like terms, which should be something you've seen before. So if you remember, like terms are things that have the same variable and the same exponent. So you should have got that out of your vocabulary. If you haven't yet, you might want to go check out your vocabulary. Remember, you can get to that through Teams in your files or in the Classroom tab. Remember, you just click on that vocabulary poster. It'll take you to the vocabulary PowerPoint, and I want you to get those vocabulary words written down in your math notebook. So, when you are going to combine like terms, the directions you're going to see are simplify. So if you see the direction simplify, that's a good indicator that you're probably going to be combining some like terms. Or at least you need to look and see if there's anything you can combine. So right here, what we see here is this is kind of like what the kind of problem you're going to get. We have a bunch of y's, but if you notice here, we have y squareds, and we have y with no squared, which is y to the first power, remember? And then we also have a couple numbers that don't have variables on them. So for combining like terms, we need to identify which are like terms. So I'm going to go through, I like to go highest power to lowest power. So I see here I have a 6y squared, and I have a negative 3y squared. It's always important, I'm going to use a pen here, not a highlighter. It's always important to see what is the sign in front of the number. So see, this is positive 6y. This is technically negative 3y squared. Oops, I accidentally deleted my squared symbol there. Let's put it back. So we've got 6y squared and negative 3y squared and negative 7y squared are all y squareds. Now they're all next to each other, it happens. So now what we do is we just literally combine these. Now on Delta Math, what it's going to have you do is actually going to have you grab and pull like terms so that they're next to each other if they're not already. And then you add them. So you can use a calculator here, or you can just use your head. 6 minus 3 is 3. So then I have 3, so 6 minus 3 would be 3y squared. And then I have minus 7y squared as well, and I'll just carry down the whole problem at this point. That's going to be plus, since that's a positive 3, minus y plus 7 minus 6y. Now I still have 2y squareds here, so I'm going to keep combining those. So I have positive 3y squared now, minus 7y squared. As you get better at these, this all might be one step for you, but for now I'm going to break it into 2 steps to help make it simpler. 3 minus 7 is negative 4, and it's still y squared. The other thing to be really aware of when you're combining like terms, your exponent will never change. If they didn't have the same exponent, we couldn't combine them. So we have to leave that exponent the same. That's going to stay squared. Minus y plus 7 minus 6y. So now I want to go through and I want to see what else do I have that's like. Now I only have one y squared, but I have 2 that have y on them. So I have minus y and minus 6y. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine these two. Now, a lot of people struggle with this kind because there's no number here. Well, what number is it if we haven't written anything? It's a 1. So you're going to carry down the minus 5 and the minus 4y squared. But then here what you're going to do is you're going to put these two together, and so you have negative 1 plus negative 6, which makes negative 7y. Remember, I owe $1, I borrow $6 more, now I owe $7, so I have a negative 7. And then the plus 7 doesn't get to just disappear. It's still there. All right, so I'm almost done. I only have one y squared term. I only have one y term, but now I have two terms that don't have any variables on them at all. So I have -5 and +7. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down the -4y squared and the -7y. And it's always best to write these in order from largest exponent to no exponent. And then I have -5 plus 7, which is 2. So that's it. That's my final answer. Now I've combined all the like terms. There's nothing left in here that can be combined. So my final answer is -4y squared minus 7y plus 2. And that's really all there is to combining like terms. You put the like terms together. Now if you need to use a calculator here to add, please do. But that's all that there really is to it. So what I want you to do now is go on and do the Delta Math practice and practice combining like terms. And then of course there's a little review for order of operations.